What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead. Houston, where it's all Houston all the time. We're going to be tapping into some more Houston Rockets YouTube content, and we are getting into one of the latest news rumors surrounding the Houston Rockets in a possibility, let's say, because they have added Kevin Durant. They are now a prime destination for other free agents to look to this team. But we're not going to get into a free agent or anything like that right now. We're still looking around the trade market. Now you see the Boston Celtics, they're kind of been buzzing around, trading away some guys, and we'll get into them in another video. More importantly, the biggest question here is, despite you adding Kevin Durant, should the Houston Rockets still continue to look and pursue Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak from the Milwaukee Bucks? We all know what that man is on the NBA court. We know that that man is an NBA champion, a Finals MVP in 2021. He is one of the better players in the NBA, one of the best defensive players in the NBA, and he's going to get you 30 and 15 in the playoffs, guaranteed. And that's just something you don't have right now if you're the Houston Rockets. Does the idea of Giannis intrigue you? Because if I'm being completely honest, hell yeah, it freaking intrigues me. I want to pair up a Kevin Durant with a Giannis, a Greek freak. The abilities from both guys are bar none. Ecstatic to have both of them on this basketball team. The only unfortunate news is that you are going to have to give up a pretty penny in order to get the Greek freak. Now, the trade that you ultimately won, in my opinion, the way that it looks as of right now, getting Kevin Durant didn't cost you anything. So it still puts you in position to look at a potential Giannis trade. Even if it doesn't happen this offseason, it could happen as the season goes along. But do you want that to happen, Rockets fans? Because now you're looking to give up maybe Alperen Şengün, not something I don't really want to do there. I don't mind the idea of him playing with Giannis. Think about Giannis. I think about Alperen Şengün playing with Steven Adams, and both guys are non-factors outside the three-point line. Şengün can very rarely hit a three here or there. He's been working on it, though. So him and Giannis, I think, could make a lot of sense. But the Milwaukee Bucks are going to want something in return. And something in return is an Alperen Şengün. Something in return might be an Amen Thompson. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is where the Houston Rockets say, nah. That is where the Houston Rockets will draw the line. I feel like they might think about Şengün, but they're obviously going to be leaning into the no direction. Amen Thompson is offhands. No one is going to try to trade for Amen Thompson because the Houston Rockets are not going to be willing to deal away Amen Thompson. And that's a Captain Obvious statement, right? The Houston Rockets ultimately, when you look at how Rafael Stone has progressed with this team and how he's talked about this team in the past, he has said numerous times that he wants to see this team grow. He wants to see what the end game is with this young team. And even though he traded away Jalen Green, you still have a core of talented players, young talented players on this Rockets team that not only do you want to see as fans, but so does the front office. They want to see how this works and how this plays out too. Even with Kevin Durant, again, still a bunch of young core players, but it is super intriguing to just dismiss the Greek freak and maybe not go after him. I don't mind setting up a trade scenario for him. I know exactly who he is and who he could be with this Rockets team. You're bringing in the Nigerian success right there because Hakeem Olajuwon and Giannis, they've worked out together. Obviously, Giannis was very good friends with Hakeem Olajuwon. So the Houston Rockets, Ime Udoka, Giannis, KD, but you'd have to give up a lot of talent in order to get there. And I'm just not sure the Houston Rockets are willing to deal away those kinds of guys for a Giannis Antetokounmpo. But ultimately, I'm trying to figure out what is a trade scenario for him. Do you want Giannis on this basketball team? I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to say no. Yes, I want Giannis on this basketball team, but I do not want to give up the certain amount of trade capital as well as draft picks attached to it in order to get a guy that is about to be 30 years old, if not 30 already. And yeah, he's still got many years in this league to play, and a whole lot younger than Kevin Durant. Even after the what I believe is a 2-3 year plan with Kevin Durant, you can transition. Well, I mean, Giannis will be here, so it's not much of a transition, but being here does help the Rockets continue to have success, hopefully in the playoffs and even maybe a championship someday. But it's just you're willing to risk a lot of your young core talent for him. I just don't see why the Houston Rockets would want to do that. They feel like they got something special here in Amen Thompson. Şengün looks like a good number 2 option for a playoff team. I'd rather keep him as well too. You got KD, and then you got all kinds of young talent, whether it's Reed Shepherd taking another step, Cam Whitmore taking another step, Tari Eason, Jabari Smith now in the offseason working out with Kevin Durant. There is a whole lot to be happy about with this Rockets team. Getting Giannis sounds fun. It sounds interesting, and definitely going to be a conversation we'll have at a later day. But as of right now, it is not a move the Houston Rockets should be looking at. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. Y'all have a blessed day.